Hello, welcome, my beautiful souls, to my room. I'm Blue Dolphins. Today we're listening to what nature has to say to the spirit of the zodiac signs, okay, of all zodiac signs, so all 12 zodiac signs, through the Flora Tarot that I'm using today. Also, let's take a moment to breathe in light and breathe out what no longer serves us, okay? Your card is the card that I pull, which is whatever flower it possibly is, a symbol of virtue and energy they are. The message blooming for you, dear, okay, or sir. So here we go. I'm going to pull for Aries first, okay? Just hold with me. What does Aries need to know today? What does Aries need to know for today? Aries, you got the star. Okay. So the star. So what this card means is achievements, satisfaction, new love, prosperity, physical well-being, serenity, professional opportunities, and material well-being. Okay, Aries? Now we're going to pull for the next one. The next one in the zodiac is Taurus. Okay, so we're just going to pull a card for Taurus, see what the floor deck has to say for you. What does Taurus need to know today? What is Taurus's message today? Taurus. Okay, so you got the world upside down, the world reversed. So the world reversed, what that means for you is slow downs, obstacles to overcome, misunderstandings, hesitations, uncertainty, romantic disagreements, arrogance, and overconfidence. Okay. And the flower for you is the rose. Okay. Oh, and Aries, the flower that I got for you, I forgot to tell you your flower, Aries, sorry. Jasmine, you got a jasmine flower, sorry, Aries. Now we're going to move on to Gemini. So what does Gemini need to know? What is Gemini's message for today? What is Gemini's message for today? What does Gemini need to know? So you got the Fool reversed. The Fool reversed. This is for Gemini. Irrationality, creative block, crisis, existential stagnation, impulsiveness, levity, chaos. Okay, so the flower is a columbine. Columbine. Okay, then we're going to move on to Cancer. So what is it that Cancer needs to know? What is the message for Cancer today? What is the message for Cancer today? What is something that Cancer needs to know? Message for Cancer today. You got the Sun. It's a good card. The Sun. This is for Cancer. They're getting all these big cards today, eh? The Sun. So you got the Sun face up, meaning it means optimism, satisfaction, success, moment of glory, productive period, abundance, well-being, harmony, fulfilling relationship. And that is the sunflower that you got. That is your flower. Okay, that's for Cancer. Now we're going to move on to Leo. Okay, so here we go for Leo. This one's for Leo. What does Leo need to know? What is the messages that Flora wants to go out to Leo today? What is the message for Leo today? The Two of Swords for Leo. Okay. So the Two of Swords meeting is the very image of battle. This card ostensibly tells us about a pair of enemies, but it can also present personal conflict, doubt between two different paths, or a decision that is not easy to make. However, when paired with favorable cards, it can tell us about relationship, harmony, about two people teaming up to win a battle or defeat a common enemy. So rivalry, opposition, attraction, friendship, and shared interests. Okay, this is the card that I pulled for you. That's for Leo. Now we're going to pull a card for Virgo. Oh. Virgo, what's Virgo? Okay, so we got the Hangman reversed. So he's standing straight up. He's actually face up. So the Hangman reversed. The Hangman reversed means impulsiveness, okay? This is for Virgo. Impulsiveness. Tendency to avoid problems, beliefs to overcome, coming to consciousness, need for change, end of status, treacherous person. Treacherous person. And this is a Anemones. That's what kind of a flower it is in Anemones. This is for Virgo. Now we're going to move on to Libra. What is it that Libra needs to know? What does the Flora deck want Libra to know right now? What is the message that Libra needs to know right now? What is Libra's message? Libra's message, Libra's message. Knight of Swords. For Libra, the Knight of Swords, okay? The Knight of Swords. This is a card that represents a strong and fierce person who is able to stand up for his or her ideals, face challenges, and dive into new endeavors without fear. The man to whom this card refers is determined, driven by ambition, and courageous. Nothing scares him or can stop him. However, this impetuosity can also prove to be a problem, resulting in bullying and an aggressive attitude, vitality, courage, energy, and adventure. Okay, this is what I'm seeing for you, Libra. Now we're going to move on to Scorpio, then Sagittarius, Capricorn. You know how it works. So now we're going to go to Scorpio. So what does Scorpio need to know? What is the message that we're getting for Scorpio right now? What are we going to get for it from Flora deck? What is the message for Scorpio? So the message for Scorpio is, we got the Hangman, but face upright this time. So the Hangman. We've already pulled this card, but it was in reverse, and but it's face up this time, so lucky you. This is for Scorpio. Jesus, kitty. Escape from problems, renewal, sentimental pause, apathy, victimhood, indifference, lost opportunities. The flower is in Anim ones, okay? That is your flower. That was for Scorpio. Now we're going to move on to Sagittarius. So what is it that Sagittarius needs to know from the flower deck? What flower is represented for Sagittarius? What is the flower that's good for Sagittarius right now? So we got a 4 of coins reversed. So the 4 of coins, the situation is stable and comfortable, but one must be careful to enjoy it without overdoing it. The appreciation of wealth can erupt into greed, and the desire for power can push one to be authoritarian or overbearing. Trying to have more and more prevents one from enjoying life and exposes one to unnecessary stress and risks. Reverse meaning: barrenness, closed-mindedness, inability to progress, rivalry. Okay, so that is what I got for you. That is for Capricorn. Now we're going to move on to Aquarius and then Pisces, okay? So what is it that Aquarius needs to know from the floor deck? What is it that Aquarius needs to know from the floor deck? What is it that Aquarius needs to know from the floor? We got the Magician reversed, okay? This is for Aquarius. The Magician reversed. So the Magician reverse is telling you wasted talent, illusions, cunning, cheating, manipulation, craftiness, malice, dishonest person, delusions. This flower is the wisteria. Okay? That is for Aquarius. Now we're going to move on to Pisces, the last one in the, I think this is the last one in the zodiac. Yes, this is the last one. What does Pisces need to know? What is the message here coming for Pisces, out for Pisces here, this from the Florida? What is the message that Pisces needs to know about right now? What is it that Pisces needs to know? Okay, oh, we got the 9 of coins. The 9 of coins. So what is it that Pisces needs to know? So it is time to enjoy the fruits of favorable fortune and hard work. This card, like the other 9 in the deck, speaks of fulfillment and tells us that a cycle is happily coming to an end. Time and resources have been well spent, and satisfaction, particularly financial satisfaction, is the reward that has come on time. Upright, good business, major purchases, recognition, stable happiness. Okay, and that is all I have today for everybody. So, yeah, if this message spoke to your soul, let it take root, okay? You are part of a great garden of life, forever growing, forever guided. Thank you for joining me in this reading with the Flora deck. Until next time, may your heart bloom in truth and beauty. Okay, just don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Namaste.